75 years and 15 minutes ago, 15 transports of Force 62, carrying men of the 1st Marine Division, came to a halt 7,000 yards north of the coast of Guadalcanal. 3 minutes later, the order was given: land the landing force. Marines climbed down the sides of the transports and into their landing boats. At 9 o'clock, the boats had assembled at the line of departure, 3,000 yards from the enemy shore, and began their run-in. 9 minutes past 9, the first boat touched the sands of Beach Red on Guadalcanal, thus beginning a 6-month-long battle for control of this island. A battle where more than 38,000 men lost their lives fighting on the land, in the air, and at sea. We are here today to pay our respects to all those who served and all those who died fighting for the nation.
These men fought with much bravery and honor. The harsh jungles of Guadalcanal presented many obstacles. The tireless efforts and courage was driven by purpose and belief in the cause of liberty and freedom. We will remember too the pilots that provided assistance to the Allied forces during the war in our islands. Of the many brave men that survived the war, there are few still alive to tell the remarkable stories from the war. We are fortunate to have them present here today.
They were aided side by side by our Solomon Islanders as coastal watchers and providing critical intelligence. This island and other places close by called Bloody Ridge and Tarawa, Cape Gloucester, Iwo Jima, Okinawa, and too many others extracted a terrific price, as all gave some and some gave all.
There is no glory in war, but there is great glory in peace. And so today, let us honor the legacy of peace and partnership bequeathed to us by those who fought so valiantly here on Guadalcanal. And let us thank the men and women who continue to protect that peace that our predecessors paid for so dearly. Ladies and gentlemen, I am honored to introduce General Robert B. Neller.
As a young boy, I read a book called The Guadalcanal Diary by a man named Richard McGaskins, who is represented here by this young lady sitting in front of me. And I had no idea at the time that 55 years later I would stand here on this island. As was mentioned by Mr. Ennis, this 38,000 men, Americans, Australians, Solomon Islanders, Japanese, died on this ground, in that water, and over the air above us. For Marines, we think of this as a Marine fight, and it was at the beginning, even though brought here by our Navy shipmen. But we were soon joined by U.S. Army soldiers, U.S. Army aircraft. We realized the importance that we gained from working with the local people, known as the Solomon Island Scouts, the Australian Coast Watchers, the Australian UK Her Majesty's ships that supported us here. It was truly a joint combined effort. Very similar to what we use today to try to maintain peace and rule of law around the world. I find it interesting also that this whole campaign was launched from Noumea, New Caledonia, where we received great support from our French allies. And I very much appreciate the fact that our Japanese friends are here today. They fought with bravery and courage also, and we honor their dead. This is the first time I've been on an island where in the Pacific campaign where America had come back and built a monument. We have a beautiful cemetery in the Philippines, but this is a long way from home. But I think one thing a nation must do at the end of a war, it must, one, welcome their veterans home, and two, memorialize and honor their sacrifice. So for us as Marines, this is holy ground. Excuse me, Archbishop. This is holy ground for us. This land, this water. And we're going to go maybe to the holiest of the holiest places this afternoon. Edson's Ridge, Bloody Ridge, a place where too many people died, but many distinguished themselves in their efforts. And for us as a military, just like my partners from the U.S. Army, Navy, Air Force, Coast Guard that are here, and our UK, Australian partners, and our Japanese shipmates, our history, our legacy is part of who we are today.